I have no enemies. These four simple words convey a powerful message, one that we can learn from Thorfinn's incredible journey in the anime series Vinland Saga. If you have seen Vinland Saga, you will know that Thorfinn's life was once driven by revenge. Filled with a burning desire to avenge his father's death at the hands of Askeladd, he pursued his goal with firm determination. But as fate would have it, Askeladd died, and Thorfinn was unable to take his revenge. In that moment, he lost his purpose and his reason to carry on. Thorfinn's journey, however, takes a transformative turn due to a series of powerful experiences and revelations. He learned the invaluable lesson that his father Thors tried to teach him in the first season of Vinland Saga.
You don't have enemies.
It's a statement that initially baffled Thorfinn, but over time, its meaning becomes crystal clear to him. Thorfinn's story teaches us that there is more to life than seeking revenge. With his newfound understanding, Thorfinn embarks on a journey of self-discovery and discovers a higher calling to create a place of peace in Vinland, free of slavery and war. And in this video, we'll explore how the concept of I have no enemies has the power to transform our lives too. So without further ado, let's get started. Letting go of enemies and resentment. It's a crucial step in Thorfinn's transformation. He realizes that holding on to anger and viewing others as enemies only holds him back from growing as a person. It's like carrying around a heavy burden of negativity that weighs us down. But when you choose to release grudges and stop making enemies, we create space for personal development and positive relationships to flourish. Let me share with you a significant moment in Thorfinn's journey that highlights this part. There was a moment when Thorfinn, fueled by his anger, couldn't control his emotions and punched one of the goons who provoked him. In return, he was struck back and he fell unconscious. In his unconscious state, he entered a dream world where he saw his father Thors, who apologized for not being there when Thorfinn needed him. Thorfinn then found himself in a hellish place called Valhalla, where all the soldiers he had fought alongside for years were locked in an internal battle. It was a shocking realization for Thorfinn. As Thorfinn witnessed this chaotic scene, he saw Askeladd, who explained the nature of Valhalla to him, and also explained that everyone in Valhalla was his enemy, except himself. The ghosts of those Thorfinn killed in the past were pulling him back to Valhalla. Thorfinn, overwhelmed with guilt and remorse, began crying, which was an emotional moment for a character who rarely shows his vulnerability, and apologized to all the people whose lives he has taken. The reason he fell back into Valhalla was that he couldn't control his anger and impulsively punched the goons. Askeladd advised Thorfinn to control his anger, rise above it, and fight his own battle. He asked him to become a true warrior, and when Thorfinn woke up, he made a promise to himself that he would never harm anyone again. He realized the need to be reborn and confront the consequences of his past actions. This incident marked a turning point for Thorfinn, as it became the catalyst for his decision to never inflict harm on others. He understood the destructive nature of anger and violence, and he pledged to forge a new path for himself. It serves as a powerful reminder for all of us that anger and violence can only lead to more pain and suffering. Instead, we should learn to control our emotions and let go of the resentment. By choosing to let go of grudges, we free ourselves from the negativity that weighs us down. Remember, we all make mistakes, and it's essential to take responsibility for our own actions. When we learn to control our anger and seek forgiveness, we can move forward with a clear conscience and a stronger resolve to become a better version of ourselves. Choosing peace over conflict. In the second season of Vinland Saga, Thorfinn, who once thought life had no value, goes through a remarkable transformation. In episode 20, he is faced with a difficult decision, whether to return to the battlefield or walk away. Despite their past history, Thorfinn acknowledges Canute as a friend and then starts walking towards the battlefield. As Thorfinn approaches the guards, they mock, provoke, and eventually strike him. Unknown to him, the guards have been betting on how many punches he can take. Thorfinn is briefly distracted by the revelation, allowing a blow to land on him. But he stands up and boldly declares that he will withstand 100 blows, and that if he wins the bet, he should be allowed to meet the king. This display stands in complete contrast to his previous fighting style, which relied on evasion and maneuvering. It represents Thorfinn going through a complete transformation. The crowd watches in amazement as the punches rain down upon him. Thorfinn skillfully twists his body to minimize the impact. After the 100th punch, a poetic scene plays out. The one who was punching is left breathless on the floor, while Thorfinn, the true warrior, remains standing. The head of the royal guards is confused by Thorfinn's lack of retaliation and wonders why he didn't fight back. The reply from Thorfinn echoes loudly.
I have no enemies at all.
This significant change in Thorfinn's character highlights the power of choosing peace over violence. Despite the brutal treatment he endures, Thorfinn refrains from responding with aggression. He has evolved from being a brilliant and dangerous fighter into a person who doesn't even strike back once. This transformation signifies his growth beyond seeking vengeance and finding value in nurturing peaceful relationships. We can follow in his footsteps by choosing peaceful conflict resolution and preferring understanding over retaliation. By doing so, we make room for personal growth, reduce unnecessary conflict, and promote harmony in our lives. Moreover, Thorfinn's decision to see King Canute as a friend rather than an enemy reminds us to approach others with an open mind and without preconceived notions. We are reminded that enemies are often born out of misunderstandings, and that by seeking understanding and empathy, we have the power to transform those relationships. Having a larger purpose or real battle. Having a larger purpose or real battle is an important part of Thorfinn's growth. Initially consumed by the desire for revenge, he finds a meaning when he discovers a purpose beyond his personal vendettas. Thorfinn becomes more resilient and gains clarity on what truly matters in life. This transformation occurs when he begins to work towards something positive, whether it is personal development, pursuing a meaningful goal, or helping others. Before leaving Ketil's farm, Einar and Thorfinn make a powerful promise. They decide to seek a place of peace, a land free of slavery, war, and death. If such a place does not exist, they resolve to build one in Vinland. The dream of creating a peaceful society free of the cycles of violence and suffering becomes their ultimate goal. From this commitment, we learn the importance of actively working towards creating a better world. Even though our individual contributions may appear small, collective efforts can result in a significant positive change. We, like Thorfinn and Einar, can set our sights on a peaceful future and work towards it. In our own lives, we can learn from Thorfinn's journey and apply these insights to find our own larger purpose. We can shift our focus away from petty conflicts and trivial matters by pursuing positive goals, whether they involve personal growth, pursuing meaningful passions, or contributing to the well-being of others. Moreover, Einar and Thorfinn's determination to make Vinland a peaceful place teaches us the importance of taking initiative and being proactive in shaping our surroundings. We have the ability to influence our environments and positively impact the life of those around us. In conclusion, the concept of I have no enemies has the potential to change our lives for the better. We can free ourselves from the burden of negativity by adopting this mindset, allowing us to focus on what truly matters. Thorfinn's story serves as a reminder that even in the face of great challenges and loss of purpose, we can find new meaning and strength when we embrace a larger purpose and a real battle. Thank you for watching this video, and your support means a lot to me. So thank you once again, and I'll see you in the next video.